Alright folks, so I thought being I was up here checking on the cows, I was going to show you this field on top of the hill. That's on the neighbor's land here. Pretty good sized field up here. This is the one I'm hoping to pick up someday. Here's the cows up here doing their job. There it grows. Really think it's time to be moved, but can you hear them? I still see grass that they can eat, so they're going to stay up here for at least another day. But they're getting it done. The wife bought me a steel weed whip the other day with a brush cutter on. I'm going to come up here and start cutting some of this brush up once they move to the next pasture. Yeah, I think she's hungry. Looks like she's starving. Feeding a calf and she's that big. So yeah, I currently am uploading a video of cutting hay today. Got a bunch of breakdowns, all kinds of fun stuff. But I think I got the hay bind figured out now. The sickle drive broke on it. So I had to weld that all up and I reinforced it. And I think I might have figured out why it's not cutting very good. On the frame, there's an adjustment to tip. You got your header. You can tip the sickle sections up and down. Well, of course, after I was done, I didn't have the right wrenches with me out in the field. I adjusted it afterwards, and I have the sickle sections and the guards closer to the ground now. So I'm kind of hoping that might help, because when you're out in the field, they're almost, it's more like they're tipped up instead of being tipped level or down a little bit. So hopefully, next time around it'll cut better. So we'll see. It's going to focus very good there. You can kind of see the silage corn coming. There was just a deer out there. I don't know where it went to. Dang deer are always out eating the corn. All kinds of grass they could eat, but they want to eat corn. Nipping it off when it's 6 inches tall. But so yeah, I just figured being I was up here looking over what the cows got to eat, I'd show you guys that field on top of the hill, and that's around 13-14 acres, I guess. The guys that buddy of mine that used to rent it said it's around 14 to 15, but I measured it with the NRCS maps and GeoTools, and I can only come up around 13, but I was kind of hoping if I ever get that land just to fence out 10 to 12 of it and leave myself a nice trail on the inside would be the pasture, so I can get the gator all the way around it and maybe even more. There's Fuzznut. So yeah, hopefully this little fix on the hay bind cures that issue, and hopefully second cutting does better. There it is. Little thief right there. Hard to hold the camera still, you know that? Doesn't help when I got cows pushing on the gator either. So yeah, anyways, that's kind of what's going on. All the hay's knocked down now, the last part of it, so hopefully get this done early next week. Get those bales hauled home, get the pile covered, get some nitrogen ordered for the cornfields, get that put on. You got to spray cornfields in the bean field again. We'll go look at some equipment. We'll go look at another tractor. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it this year or not. They're asking a little more than I want to spend, but I guess we'll see if they're willing to deal or not. Yeah, and I've got two more bulls hopefully deliver in another week, or maybe even this coming week. I had to call people tomorrow. They all have jobs, and apparently they work second shift and nobody's around at night, so I gotta try and get a hold of them tomorrow, figure out when I can deliver them bulls. And then the last bull, some friends of mine bought him, and they won't be ready for him until in July, first or second week. So I have one that's gonna have to stick around for a little while yet. Yeah, I got a few things going on. Get these cows moved. I like them to stay up here for a couple more days and keep eating on them trees. It's less I got to cut down. Some of them I don't. Some of the trees I want to grow back, but there's a lot of these bigger ones. They're box elder and they ain't good for nothing. You can't burn them, and they grow up like a bush. They're just a pain. The maple and oak, they can grow back. I don't want them as thick as they were before, but they can grow back a little bit. So anyways, that's kind of what's going on, guys and gals. Hopefully get some more raking videos. I'm gonna go look at a tedder too, 2-basket tedder. So some of my bales, they weren't the greatest bales, so they were a little damp. So it's time to invest in a tedder. There's no reason in 5 days that hay shouldn't have been dry. So yeah, it's just some of the stuff coming up and what's going on. Thanks, we'll catch you guys on the next one.